All wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Clippers lead by. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensive.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
And listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And then listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and having gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kevin. I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
We've got Lance Stevenson. Pierce out there with Johnson. Then it's Smith, and it's Redick in at point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And the Bulls making a change here. Noah's checked in. Pierce against Rose. Pierce kicks to Stevenson. Six on the shot clock, and is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Flushes it down to finish the break.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And it's Rose penetrating. No dice from the high post.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Dishes it to Redick. At the elbow, Smith kicks it to Stevenson. It's stolen by Dunleavy. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. And Noah with the slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
Smith with the stuff.
Come on now. Did they really just pull that off?
That was an outstanding play.
I tell you what, there are alley-oops, and then, fellas, there are alley-oops.
Rose with the ball. He has 6. And that one goes long.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right there.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply. Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Stolen by Brooks. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. At the elbow, it's Rose. Got a piece of it. It's taken away by Smith. Stevenson against Rose. Outside Pierce. Redick is in the corner. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Hangs in the air, and it's finished off by Smith as he lays it in. Smith's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they have had the 3rd best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
Pierce against Mirotic. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Rose. Here's Noah. Plays it in off the breakaway. Noah's got 6.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor. I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Smith. Griffin comes in for Johnson. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Paul in for J.J. Redick. Bulls trail by 10. Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners. None more impressive than his jumper over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers. Ironic that he instead became one of the Celtics' all-time greats.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Clippers leading by 10. And Griffin, here we go. And he goes in for the dunk.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection. You know, something might have changed in the way they're defending him because he's really struggling. 1 for 7 this quarter.
Jay's checked in for Paul Pierce. Then for the Bulls, Taj Gibson's checked in for Mirotic, and it's Butler in for Brooks. Noah's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Back to Rose. Goes up on the high post. Noah slams it back in. Noah's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bulls.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure might, Clark. So strong going back up with that one.
Playing to his strength, too, guys. That's what he's capable of.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure strength.
Oh, we can feel that one all the way over here.
You could see it. That first step was so decisive, aggressive move to attack the rim.
Dunleavy kicks to Rose. Poked away and stolen by Jordan. And here we go with Allen running it up the court.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Ball against Rose. Noah dishes to Butler. There's Rose with the 3. That doesn't go either for Rose.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Paul against Rose. Paul kicks to Jordan. 5 to shoot. Here's Navarro. Off target from outside.
not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Here's Dunleavy. It's blocked, but they get it back. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
The third turnover of the quarter, and he has got to value that basketball more.
Chicago making some changes. Saul comes in for Joakim Noah, and it's Heinrich in for Rose. Paul passes to Griffin. Here's Jordan. Can't hit from in close.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Jimmy Butler. Here's Navarro. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And that's now 17 points for Jay. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
Timeout. Started. Chicago timeout call.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
Gasol with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Dunleavy. The Clippers grab the miss.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He told his guys, be patient at the offensive end. Whatever we do, we cannot waste possessions with bad shot selection. His second message was centered on getting back quickly on defense and slowing down their opponent's transition game. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Thank you, Doris. Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
And now the Clippers on the break.
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its head. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
And that's as electric a finish as you're going to see.
Out to the right wing. Puts up a three. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. Dunleavy's got 12 points in the game.
And guys, touching back on the Bulls on the road, to illustrate how good they are on the road, last season marked the 5th straight year of a road record above 500. Incredible consistency as a franchise.
That is good. Allen's got his second bucket tonight. Bulls trail by 13. Now Heinrich. There's the dish to Gasol. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. Another one falls for Chicago.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Paul outside. Allen for three. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so we wrap up the...
Yes, I'm here with Josh Smith. And Josh, what was the key to how well this team played offensively during that first